Hi, my name is Madison, and welcome back to the Fleur Ange Podcast. Hello, my name is Madison. I'm coming to you from southwestern Ontario, Canada, where I live with my husband and our son, and I am a knitter and a sewist mainly. That's what I like to talk about on this channel. Today I thought I would do something a little bit fun and plan my vacation knitting, my trip knitting plan with you. We are going to Denmark soon for about 2 weeks, and it's a work trip for my husband, but we decided to make it a family trip. So he's gonna be working Monday to Friday, but we're gonna have like evenings and weekends to travel around and hopefully visit some yarn stores. We're also traveling with our 1-year-old son, so that'll be fun. We've never flown with him before. So I'm not 100% sure how much knitting I'm going to be able to get done on this trip, but we're gone for 2 weeks. I gotta pack at least a few projects. So some of the things that I'm planning on bringing, I have a test knit that I'm working on right now. I have a Tolsta Tee that I have been dreaming about and I cast on this week, so I'm gonna bring that. And I have a sock pattern, a colorwork sock that I have been slowly working on for the past like 3 months that I'd like to knit another sample for so that I can get like pictures for it. I'm hoping to like put a tester call out probably in the new year, like January-ish. So I'd like to pick a couple yarns that I think will look good for that. And I think that's probably the only things I'm gonna bring. 3 projects, 2 weeks. One of them, the test is pretty intense because it's like cables and stuff, like a chart that I have to keep track of. The Tolsta Tee is super easy mindless knitting, and the sock is kind of half and half. But I'd also like to work on the pattern, like actually writing the pattern. So I think that that will keep me busy for, 2 weeks worth of naps that my son will still have, hopefully, while we're on vacation. So, with that in mind, let's go pick some yarn and cake it up so that I can knit on the go. So these are all of my projects and the yarn that I would like to bring. Now, I'm not gonna bring all of it in my carry-on because I'm not gonna be able to work on all of it. It is like a 7-hour flight and an hour-and-a-half flight, I think. And then a layover in between there, but we are gonna have our 1-year-old son with us. So he's either, honestly, I'll probably be holding him most of the time. So like this is going to be too complicated to work on with him being busy and in my lap or even sleeping. Like, I think it's just too complicated. So I'm going to put this in my checked luggage. This Tolsta Tee is pretty mindless, and so far it's still pretty small. So I think I'll be able to work on this on the flight. I am super worried about them taking my knitting needles. So I think I am going to switch this to my shorties. This is 3.5. I'm pretty sure I have a shorty set. 3.5, I do. Now I am working on metal needles, so I'm going to put it on my metal shorty set and switch stitch that over. Unfortunately, the cord that it's on right now is not the same set as this, as my shorties, so I'm gonna have to move all of the stitches over. It should fit on my 32s. I think it'll fit. It might be a little tight, but after I do another like 2 increased rounds, it shouldn't be tight at all, so that'll be fine. So let's knit around. Okay. Yeah, those fits fine on my 32-inch cord, so that is perfect. So I'm gonna bring this on my flight. I have an extra cake of yarn that I'm not gonna need on the flight, so that will also go on my my checked baggage. And then I have these 2 skeins cakes for my sock that I'm super excited about. I think that's gonna be the prettiest contrast ever. I heard of a trick a little while ago on how to choose good yarn for color work. And the trick is to take a picture and turn that picture into black and white. And if the black and white picture has good contrast, then it'll have good contrast in the color work. So I'll put a little picture up on the screen here. I think there's enough contrast in the photo that these will make for a very, very cute color work sock project. I will have to put my notions pouch, like I'll have this little one for on the flight with like some stitch markers and measuring tape and barber cord, you know, in case I need to put stitches on hold or whatever. But so that will go on the flight with me. But then I have this other one that will like have my scissors in it and my DPNs. So I think I will put this in my checked baggage, mostly because I know that the scissors can't come on the flight with me. But also DPNs, I don't know, they are wooden and they're just the little, is that 4-inch, 5-inch? I forget which ones they are, but they're not very long. So they probably won't be an issue, but I don't want to lose my knitting needles. So those will go in my checked bag. I do prefer doing my socks on DPNs. I have a 9-inch circular that I do the color work on, because that's the only way that I've really figured out how to tension the color work properly for the floats and stuff. I find it really hard on DPNs, and I also find it very difficult on Magic Loop. So I like doing most of it on DPNs, the color work on a 9-inch circular. So that will go in my checked bag. So that is all the yarn and all the projects that I am planning on bringing with me. I am hoping to stop at some yarn stores, so I didn't want to bring too much yarn with me because I would like to have space to bring yarn home with me. I'm hoping in my next podcast episode when I get home to be able to give you an update on how much knitting I actually got done in the 2 weeks. So I will take pictures of the progress that I have on the patterns now, and then we'll see how much progress I actually got to make on them while we were gone. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos either like this or just your general format knitting podcast episodes, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any new videos that I put out. Until next time, happy crafting!